The spring Steam sale's live, everyone, and as usual there's so much on sale that it's hard to see the forest through the trees, as they say. Here's some of my pickups and favorite recommendations. The System Shock remake is on a very good 50% discount. This game is a great rendition of the 1994 classic. It's a linear tight corridor shooter on a spaceship against a rogue AI set on destroying Earth, so no pressure there. It very much captures the creepy atmosphere of the original and does an amazing job of bringing this cult classic into the modern era. A must play, especially if you love creepy games. This is my favorite modern Resident Evil game, as it finally brings back classic survival horror. The Resident Evil 2 and 4 remakes are great, but the atmosphere in this game absolutely blows them away. Ethan Winters gets a call from his girlfriend who's been missing for 3 years and needs to go investigate. Creepy mansion? Check. Crazy boss fights? Check. Amazing atmosphere? Check. Zombies? No, not exactly. Just play this game already, will you? If you're talking 4X games, there's usually two names that pop up: Civilization and Crusader Kings. Crusader Kings 3 is complex, but it's such an incredibly rewarding game once you get into it that you won't be able to put it down. Start as a nobody, and scheme, kill, and exploit your way to victory. Another favorite of mine, and this one doesn't get nearly enough love, so anytime I see it on sale I try to recommend it. I mean, this game is basically canon and is set between the first two movies. The black box from Nostromo, the ship from Alien, is discovered, and Amanda Ripley wants to know what happened to her mother, Ellen Ripley. As I'm sure you can surmise from the title of the game, she'll get a pretty good idea of what happened to her mother when she gets up close and personal to the Xenomorph. I made a little video about this one, so it's no secret that I love this game, and it would be a crime against humanity not to put it on the list. Great stealth gameplay, base building, and a less than satisfying ending to the game, but still a masterpiece. Baldur's Gate 3 is on sale for 10%, not a very impressive discount. But if that price is too steep for you, check out Divinity Original Sin 2, Larian Studios' previous game, and I have to be honest, my favorite. Amazing story of a world where source magic users are captured, suppressed, and then sent to a prison island. It's an incredibly deep tactical turn-based game with magic that responds to the physical world. Water can freeze, be electrified, turn into steam, oil set on fire, clouds turn into acid. There's an amazing amount of depth in this game. Do yourself a favor and go get it. This is a title I only recently picked up, but it really captured my heart. If you're familiar with the old Commandos or Desperado games, you'll know exactly what this game is about. I believe the creators call it a stealth tactics game. Each level is a sprawling map that plays out as a sandbox stealth puzzle, in which you, with a group of small characters, in this case undead pirates, yeah, it's great, need to accomplish a number of objectives. If this sounds at all interesting to you, go check it out. Go and give this developer some love, as they recently had to close their doors, as this game didn't sell nearly as well as the positive reception would suggest. This is another interesting one, where you play as a con man trying to scam your way to the top of French society using cards. Card marking, false shuffles, deck switching, it's all part of the game, and this game is unlike any game you've played before, I can guarantee you that. Mastering all the deception techniques is often deceptively hard, and that's what makes this game so much fun. Another Devolver digital masterpiece. This one needs very little introduction, as I'm sure everybody will have heard of The Witcher by now. But in case you didn't, you're a witcher, a monster hunting, magic slinging swordmaster, who, as you can imagine, is a total badass and ladies man. He's a medieval James Bond, you could say. If that sentence didn't sell you, I don't know what will. And here are some of my pickups. Not necessarily recommendations, but just stuff I wanted for one reason or another. Starting with Against the Storm. I've never played this, but the Steam page reviews are overwhelmingly positive. This is a dark fantasy roguelike city builder. At first this seems like a pretty standard base builder, except that you seem to be surviving against a living wilderness surrounding your settlement. I'm not sure if this is right, but that's what I'm getting from the trailer. Like I said, I haven't played this yet. EA must have just released all of their Command & Conquer and Red Alert games on Steam, because I don't remember seeing them there before. But this Ultimate Edition was on sale for $6.91, and it comes with pretty much every Red Alert and Command & Conquer game known to man. And as it turns out, there are a lot of them. It even has Renegade, the first-person shooter where you play as the commando. I used to love that game so much, I had to buy this collection. 2 Point Campus. Like 2 Point Hospital, but on a campus. Stick around for more nuggets of wisdom like this. I am super excited about this one. You might not know this, but I'm actually a real Dragon Ball nerd. I've been wanting to play this game for a long time, but never got around to it. We get to play through the Saiyan, Frieza, Cell, and Buu saga. Man, I can't wait to kick Frieza's entitled ass again. Monster Hunter Rise was the first Monster Hunter I really got into. I tried one of the old PSP games a long time ago, but it was just too dry for me. I heard this one has more of a story than Rise, which is perfect, because that was one of my criticisms of the game. I'm excited to try this one. Oxenfree was a fun little side-scrolling mystery horror game, and I'm curious what they've done with the second one. And judging from the reviews, they've done alright, but that's all I know. I've tried not to read up on this one so the mystery doesn't get spoiled. Such a cool idea for a game. The world is ending, things are disappearing, and you are the only one who remembers. You walk through your loop, and you put/remember map tiles back into place, slowly building the world back up. I haven't played this game yet, but this all sounds fascinating. Another one of a kind Devolver Digital game. The last of my pickups is Pizza Tower. I really don't know much about this game other than that everybody's raving about it and that it's inspired by the old Wario platformer games. Some of my favorite platformers when I was a kid, and thus I had no choice but to pick this up at the low price of $13.39. Then lastly, here are some of the mandatory callouts. Big and popular games that are also on sale. Not necessarily good sales, but I wanted to give them a callout nonetheless. Another one that needs no introduction. Also, the sale isn't great. 10%? Come on, Larian. Again, well known and a pretty decent 33% off. A lot of people didn't like this game, but if you take it for what it is, basically Skyrim in space, and don't expect too much from the spacefaring, you'll have a good time with it. Oh, Diablo. I bought it, installed it, but I can't get into it. Plays well on the Steam Deck though, aside from the fact that you have to log in every time you turn off the deck. And it's on a 50% discount. Pretty good. This is an absolute gem. Maybe not as good as Resident Evil 7, but I still love it. Only $30 now. All the other Resident Evils are also on sale. Cyberpunk and Liberty City are both on sale. A great game and expansion. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 1. Great sale at 50%, but sadly we won't be seeing Part 2 on the PC anytime soon. And lastly, we have Street Fighter 6, also on a nice discount. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's good. And here are some more games on sale if you're looking for more. And that's all I have for today. Let me know what you guys think and what you're picking up or planning to pick up. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Check out here, see what's coming in April, and I hope to see you in the next one.